I'm gonna go to McDonald's.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I'm gonna get number one, which includes a Big Mac
Get it.
and some fries,
Speak it up.
and you know and a soda. That's what it includes. But I'm gonna do a little extra and get a little six piece chicken nuggets.
Okay, I have to. You guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm cutting in. I'm not joking. 10 hours ago.
I like Memorial Day a lot, guys. You know why I like Memorial Day?
Why?
Not just because I appreciate our vets, but as a working man, it's one of the few holidays that you can almost guarantee you're going to get off of work. Just want to be clear about that.
I was gonna say that. I left that open.
Finish your sentence.
Yeah,
Fight very clear, but
fight for that country.
yeah,
Oh, come on.
yeah, come on, you can't.
You can't laugh and then complain.
Yeah, you can. I do that all the time.
I just did it.
You gotta laugh in
never mind.
private for
Yeah.
that one.
No, so that, basically what Memorial Day usually means, aside from how much we really appreciate all our veterans out there who fight for our country every day, but it's usually like the last little hump you have to get over before summer officially starts. So now that summer is basically here, guys, what do you gotta do this summer? Huh?
I don't distinguish between seasons anymore.
I know. It's weird. It's like once you start working.
Yeah, I plan on doing what I did in the winter and the fall and the spring.
After you turn 16 and you start working, there is no season,
Yeah, well, no, I will,
especially in California.
It seems like the name of a book. There is no season.
Yeah, I will supplement that with it also changed once I gained weight. Because I used to be a lot more open to going to the beach.
Yeah.
Well,
No vacations or anything planned?
Literally the only thing I have planned is Dylan's bachelor party.
Yeah, buddy.
yeah, well, that's like at the tip. Well, actually, no, our bachelor party's in the middle of summer, but the wedding for me is all in September. September is going to be a very busy month.
The only vacation I took last year, or sorry, not last year. However many years ago was like
It was
I
the
feel like
men's room at Kohl's.
Joel's bachelor party.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I don't take vacations.
All right, Joel. What about you? What about you and Anissa?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Dylan's bachelor party. I mean, it's different because we're in Seattle, so I'm flying out, or we're both flying out for Memorial Day weekend. For weddings, it's wedding season, people.
Wedding season. Three in the same weekend.
3 in the same weekend.
Dude, that's insane.
That's pretty
3
crazy.
weddings in a weekend.
I'm glad I didn't book it this weekend.
Why is there a wedding season?
It's because the weather's probably guaranteed to be
Everyone
great.
gets married in the summer and in the fall.
Is it because that you have weddings outdoors?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that
mainly.
and
in California.
that and like it's usually best time for like honeymoons, like tropical weather stuff like that. So it's usually why.
Cody?
But this, yeah.
Oh, I'm probably gonna go to Outback
Well, you
at
know,
some point, guaranteed.
well,
During the summer.
One of those Saturdays.
Oh,
You know,
I know.
I went to the Outback for
That's good.
a work lunch recently, and I was a little disappointed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You ordered the wrong thing.
There's an
possible.
Outback. There's an Outback within walking distance to my work, so we go there for work lunches literally like every day.
And what are your thoughts, Luke?
And you were backed up.
Yes, I am uncomfortable.
Emotionally.
Just nothing but blooming onions.
And you don't talk to your coworkers or anything.
So you have the opposite of backed up.
Yeah,
No.
you're a slip and slide.
No, I get what do I get? I get there's fish tacos and they're pretty good.
Fish tacos at Outback Steakhouse?
Yeah, look, you can't get a steak for lunch. That's weird.
Yeah, you can.
That's dinner. I get fish tacos. They're pretty good.
I'm torn on
Anyways.
that one. I'll come back to that one. Not sure who I side with.
There's a heavily debated topic: putting ketchup on steak.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
No,
that's a debate.
Some people say it's a sin.
It's
Well,
a
yeah,
sin.
it's like the ultimate like white trash thing to do.
well,
I mean, no. I'm not saying
confirm my suspicion.
I'm not saying I believe that. I'm just saying that I feel like that's like the sentiment around some people's perception.
Here's the thing with that though. I feel like it's dependent upon the quality of the steak. Like if you have cooked the steak up and you're just like, I'm tired and I want a steak and whatever, like it doesn't matter. Okay, fine. Eat it how you want. If you go and buy like a $60 steak at a restaurant,
yeah, that's
that's like medium rare and delicious, like a freaking, filet mignon, don't eat that with ketchup. I mean, come on.
I can see you on that one.
So if
Lucas
you purchase
convinced
a
me.
gray
I
steak
agree
at
with you on that one.
Caro's,
Yeah, a white steak and
But
ketchup.
I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. I agree with you, Luke. But at the same time, if the person buying the $60 steak would actually
loves them some
enjoy
ketchup.
would enjoy it more with ketchup, should they be allowed to use ketchup?
Well, I mean, there's no law.
I mean, like do
Might as well
what
be.
you want, but I'm gonna judge you.
I want that to be your slogan for a political campaign.
Do what you want, but I'm gonna judge
Do
you.
what you want, but I'm going to judge you.
Well, everybody else does it.
So anyway, guilty pleasures was what we wanted to talk about because obviously with summer coming up, this is usually when you indulge in all things that are supposed to be fun for the most part. So we wrote down a list of certain guilty pleasure topics, and we're going to go around and discuss which of those guilty pleasure topics pertain to us.
Guilty pleasure number 1.
Go for it.
Music.
Dun, dun, dun.
Guilty pleasure music. I kind of want Josh to go
Yeah.
last.
Or not at all.
Or not at all.
Or not at all.
He's shape-shifting into beef.
You shape-shifting beef.
Dude, I terrified you.
Yeah, you did.
I'm worried about you.
Guilty pleasure music. How do we want to do this? Who's going first?
Anissa
Dylan
goes
go-
first. Anissa goes first.
Yeah.
Anissa.
Dylan says Anissa goes first.
Okay. Well, the first thing that came to my head was Backstreet Boys. It's not a great guilty pleasure because everyone loves it.
That's too much.
Rock your
Yeah.
body, yeah.
Let's go to Joel.
I'm not super into music, so I'm probably the last person you want to ask about this. But
Dude,
That's authentic Joel right there.
full blown slack job.
Dude, I don't know why, but I have to say it. When you did that, I thought Men in Black. Like the face you made and the sound that came out of that face was a Men in Black character.
Edgar.
so not a human life form.
Not at all. Not even close.
Yeah.
Something
I li-
impersonating a human life form.
I like musicals. I like Les Mis. I like La La Land. Okay, here's
Phantom of the Opera?
here's probably the most. Okay, just ruin it
I'm
for
sorry.
me.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
The
all
most
the time.
guilty pleasure, Phantom of the Opera. A few songs from Phantom of the Opera I enjoy, which is probably not something I should admit as a man in today's society.
It's very
but I'm gonna
manly.
go for it.
On the internet.
Which song from Phantom of the Opera, Joel? Name it. Name the song.
Angel of Music.
Angel of Music.
What if
Yes.
we went from beginning to end?
Just
The whole
perfect.
podcast.
Take it from the top, Luke.
Take it from
Or the bottom, we don't
take
care.
it from the top, Lucas.
Here we go again.
Yeah,
Cody,
I
what's
know.
your guilty pleasure song?
Oh, song?
Songs?
Or a song. Things.
It's really random, but I have taken a liking to industrial music.
What is that?
I like industrial music as well.
Isn't that like hardcore, like
that mean?
electronic?
Not really. It can be, but I don't know.
I would need to
Is it
hear
like
some
made?
to
Is it like
mention.
made from industrial sound effects?
There's a lot of metal to metal.
Kinda. It's kinda metalish.
Yeah, it's like hardcore electronic metal, right?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's funny because I was into industrial music back when me and Dylan were into techno back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Is this like a newer affinity?
Yeah, the last few years.
Interesting. Okay. I'm really my guilty pleasure is without a doubt disco. I love me some disco. I like me some. Yeah, I like me some Earth, Wind and Fire, some Bee Gees.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is not disco.
I think they.
Bee Gees is you guys some disco.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is kind of disco-ish.
I got some songs that just go-ish,
Yeah.
But they're more like dance.
Yeah, but like BJ's for sure.
BJ's?
BJ's.
Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
Freudian slip.
That is not
goodness.
that. No, that is just
I
a
love me
pleasure.
some
That is
disco.
not
That is a restaurant.
Yeah, anything that like is like dance worthy, I'm like, I like this. This is good stuff. I just picture myself in some Elvis get up and just like shaking my hips.
to industrial music.
Joshua?
I don't have just general pop music. I like Toxic by Britney Spears. I like that song.
That's a great song.
Yeah, like I have lots of guilty pleasures because I like lots of music.
Like highly produced.
Yeah, or just like
poppy
stupid.
songs.
Like everyone thinks, oh, you're a musician, so like you're like really uptight about like what is or isn't good music. I like all that stuff, and I could talk about like whatever classic rock, blah blah. Blah. But I like most of the pop music that's out. Like I listen to Kanye West. I like Katy Perry. I think Katy Perry has an awesome voice. I don't like a lot of their stuff, but there are multiple songs on like records they've come out with that like I'll be a big fan of.
Katy Perry.
Okay, but what do you think of Phantom of the Opera?
Phantom of the Opera, I don't know. My only exposure to Phantom of the Opera is when the movie that came out.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen. I didn't know. I knew it was a thing, but I'd never seen anything of it before that movie or since that movie. And I think that movie was so weird, and I just don't know what to think about it.
So weird.
No, it is the weirdest movie because I just remember one of like the title songs, I believe, from the play that was in the movie. Had like this like really retro 80s drum track in the background.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the main Phantom of the Opera song.
Yeah. And I just remember thinking like, all right, I don't know what this is, but like, why do they have this like 80s drum track in the background? And like, it's just so weird.
It's like copying the like. I think it's Rodgers and Hammerstein, right?
I don't know.
I think it's copying like the theater music, which is very like it was heavy in the 80s. So
you know what's interesting is Les Mis, the original, at least the soundtrack for the play, it sounds very 80s as well. Really? Compared to the newer movie, like the newer movie is like not 80s at all, obviously, but the original is like very like it just sounds 80s, just the way they sing and the way, I don't know. I'm sure Josh, as a degree in music, you would understand more than I would, but just the way it sounds is very 80s for sure.
I don't know. I mean, I hate to be a copycat. I think mine is also show tunes, same as Joel. I was introduced into theater kind of early, like in high school, and just kind of picked up from there. In fact, you would appreciate this. The first musical that I ever saw on film was Moulin Rouge, and I know you like Moulin Rouge.
That was my first exposure to any kind of musical-like thing, and it blew my mind.
Yes. Yeah, and that kind of opened my mind to like theater in a way because it was very theatrical.
Yes.
And went and saw some like really, really good plays and really, really good like live singers, and it was like, oh my goodness. I don't know. Honestly, this is probably really cliche, but I saw Wicked live at the Pantages.
We're going to go see that next month.
It was
For the first time.
It was like the coolest thing that I've ever seen. Like if anyone disses Broadway, like a Broadway musical is like, it's not my thing. I'm more into movies, whatever. Go and see Wicked on stage, like professional, like full blown production. It will change your mind. Like it is the craziest thing. All right. On to the next topic. Here we go. Guilty pleasure, food. What is your food version of guilty pleasure?
First
guilty
of all,
pleasure
you
version
assume
of
that I
food.
feel guilty when I eat something, and I don't.
Yeah, that has never happened across my lifespan. I'll go first.
All right, Joel.
I love. If I'm gonna just go all out, I'm gonna go to McDonald's,
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
and I'm gonna get number one, which includes a Big Mac
Get it. Get
and
it.
some fries,
Speak it up.
and and a soda. That's what it includes, but I'm gonna do a little extra. And get a little six piece chicken nuggets
Ooh, buddy.
Oh my god.
Come on.
with sweet and sour sauce.
Dude, I have to, you guys, I'm sorry, I know I'm cutting in, I'm not joking, 10 hours ago. Dude, I am not joking.
Not
Joel,
10 hours ago.
you are preaching to the choir here, because I left work in LA. I stopped at the Four Seasons while traffic dies down, did some work, got a drink, left there pretty late. Was pretty hungry. In Camarillo, I stopped at McDonald's. I got a number 2, and guess what I did? Supplemented with a 6-piece chicken McNuggets and got me some sweet and sour sauce.
Oh, buddy.
No,
close.
I'm not joking. Before I came over here, I felt like I was hiding the evidence. It was by my bed. I woke up and it was in my face. This is who you are. This is the kind of life that you lead.
This is the real you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
for dessert? For dessert?
For dessert?
Dude, that is dessert.
No.
Well, I don't have dessert after
There's
that.
another McDonald's item that you would likely add.
Oh yeah. So if I
Yes.
I never get this
Apple
usually
pie.
when I go,
Yeah.
but if we're gonna drive through and like we only want dessert somewhere and like that's the only place open, I love McDonald's apple pie.
Oh, yeah.
I thought the
course.
chocolate sundae. I think those
No.
are delicious.
McDonald's
No,
apple pie
the
is
apple pie's the best.
Great.
All right.
The McFlurries are pretty good too.
Yeah, they're
Jeez.
right.
All right, so I second Joel, so I already went.
That's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna go. In the same vein, and don't get me wrong, I love McDonald's. I love it. So, but just to be different, one of my guilty pleasures is you go to KFC.
KFC. Wow. All right.
I'd never go there.
You go to KFC.
Did not anticipate that one.
Yeah.
They got these $5 fill-ups.
What is that?
I'm telling you.
You're talking about the 76 station.
Nope. Nope. It's like a 3-piece chicken with you got the
It's a deformed chicken with 3 arms.
You got the mashed potatoes, and you add the mac and cheese.
I like how we all talk about this food like just like a guilty, just like not pleasure but fetish.
Yeah, you got
The lingerie.
you got the mashed potatoes, you got the mac and
We're
cheese.
like aroused.
You got the biscuit,
The honey.
and they give you a chocolate chip cookie. I'm not kidding.
You don't even have to ask for it. They just give it to
They
you.
just give it to you. The cookie's just there. And I'm not kidding, guys. It's $5.
$5 fill-up.
Oh, $5 fill-up.
Are you more? Do you enjoy the food or the price more?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that tax
I don't
included?
know. Actually, no. You have to add the mac and cheese. I think it's like $6.
$11.
It comes out to $24.50.
Most expensive meal at
2
KFC.
medium pizzas.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
By the time you add the second bucket of chicken,
Anyways, okay. Now that you guys are making fun of me, and I'm not making fun of you,
Cody, what's
God,
your-
make me
love
feel
kids.
bad.
What's your guilty pleasure food, Cody?
I like In-N-Out.
oh,
I gotta have the double.
Is that
That's not a guilty pleasure.
everyone
likes
admits to
In-N-Out.
loving In-N-Out.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Wait, how does it not count though? Like,
I don't know.
because that's not
not
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Guilty is like
Yeah.
something you're
An
embarrassed
embarrassing.
Yeah. I was embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed
about
by
what I did.
anything.
well, wait, how is In-N-Out different than McDonald's?
Because In-N-Out is like a proud California
Staple.
institution for fast food.
Should I-
McDonald's is like a shameful. You go there and you don't want to talk about it to anybody.
Yeah, like when I went through that drive-through, I put a hat on and I put sunglasses on and I put a fake bigger mustache and I changed my voice. I'll have a number 2, please.
Well, I feel like we've shamed Cody into his In-N-Out. his in and out food items. So go ahead. Cody,
Okay.
sorry.
Well,
Yeah,
the last time I had McDonald's, I felt really sick, so I have a bad association. Probably the Famous Star, even though I haven't had one in 20 years, from
really?
Carl's Jr.
Wait, so are you
Thursdays.
like so you no fast food for a long time?
I don't eat fast food. It's really rare.
Wait,
it's
and is
rare
that
for me.
Once or twice a year.
Is that a conscious effort to be healthy?
Healthier, and also there's better options. Like there's food that tastes better at other establishments.
What?
Yeah. What? Yeah,
So
where do
why
you
would I
live?
just go there?
Well, I'm assuming. Obviously, there's better tasting food out there, but
It's a health thing, I
don't
think
so.
as well.
Well, I think it's probably just a price thing, right?
Price
Cost
thing.
a. Kinda
Well,
like,
it's
You literally
cheap.
can't
Well,
buy
as in, like-
cheaper
We're not
sustenance.
arguing. We shouldn't argue why Cody doesn't choose the Famous Star out every day. We understand
Why
why
you
he
like it.
doesn't.
All right. Well, but to I guess it is relative. So to Cody, for whatever reason, like you aren't necessarily proud of going to In-N-Out.
No,
Because that's kind of the thing. It's what's your
because it's a
guilty-
cheeseburger. So like cheeseburgers are not known to be healthy.
yeah.
And so
that's like the unhealthiest thing you get.
yeah, either that or a burrito from Snapper Jacks.
Oh yeah, buddy.
God,
That's a
that
good one.
should never be guilty.
Yeah.
All right.
For me,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dylan.
can I speak on this podcast? No, what were
told
you going
you
to say,
that,
Anissa? What were you going to say?
I was gonna say I have one that's really embarrassing, so I feel like it's a true guilty pleasure.
All right.
I think Luke knows what it is.
I know what you're gonna say.
It's really,
full-blown.
really weird, and I feel like Joel had to. He had to accept it about me and choose.
Joel's face right
I'll
now.
be-
Joel's face right
Almost called off the wedding.
I can't wait for you
when
to
you,
tell
when you
this
said
on the
this,
podcast.
Joel's face tells me he hasn't accepted nothing.
No, I can't.
No, I have not.
Legitimately,
I go
It's
through
the weirdest thing.
every time she brings it out. A mental battle of is divorce worth it?
oh man.
It's really, really weird that I'm
Speak-
going to share it.
Speak your
So-
truth. Speak your truth, Anissa.
Speak my truth. Okay, so when I was growing up, my mom lost a bunch of weight, and when I was little, she had all this like healthy, like non-fat foods, like spray foods. So like spray salad dressings and spray butter. Like I can't believe it's not butter. Spray.
Yeah, where are you going with this?
Well, that's my guilty pleasure because I freaking love it, man. I put it on everything. To this
Spray
day.
butter?
Yes. So
Oh,
I'll
you just-
take.
It's not real butter though.
It's not real butter.
You just
It's-
wait.
It's the spray.
Okay.
It's I can't believe it's not butter. Spray.
Which if you I guarantee
It's like
you've
always in-
never been around. Because if you have, you would have been like, that's disgusting because it doesn't smell like butter. It smells like a chemical product in
It's
some
really
factory
weird.
somewhere.
But it's always always in the fridge, stocked. I'll go. Know I'm running out. Go to the store, buy it.
So what's
Replace it.
what's your
So I call it my
meal?
specialty. Like if I'm
Jeez. Talk about putting a positive spin on something. Oh, it's my specialty.
if it's like real late.
It doesn't have to be late.
It's the weird. Well, it's the weirdest thing.
If it's real late morning or afternoon, or
Ideally, like this is a real thing that I do. It's really weird, but I like to have a fresh loaf of sourdough bread. I take a slice, and I just start on the edges and spray like.
It's like she's painting a canvas.
I can't even finish it. I have to fill in the whole piece of bread.
With this spray butter, which again is some toxic chemical, I'm convinced.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
organic butter.
yeah.
And then I eat it. Like not toasted, just raw sourdough bread
Wait,
with spray butter.
is this a pot?
That is my guilty pleasure.
This is a podcast, not a hidden camera show. Wait, hold on. Anissa,
I hope you guys still accept me. It's really weird.
we never did. But have you ever given Joel this without him knowing?
Oh no, he would never eat it.
Oh
There's
God,
no
no.
way. I couldn't even fake it.
I'm telling you, it's a toxic chemical that you can smell a mile away.
It's just deep.
I can smell it on her plate when it's next to my plate.
It glows in the dark.
Yeah.
It's just bright yellow.
That's wait, and you were introduced to this by your mom
My
using
mom.
it as a diet pill,
Yes.
basically,
Because it has like no calories and it's supposed to taste like
or
butter. so
nutritional
you're-
value.
Yeah, you put it on, anything you put butter
it's
on.
just
Android.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on because we got to keep this.
You didn't say yours.
Corn burritos. Move on.
Corn burritos.
Yeah.
Wait, from where?
From
Foster's.
Foster's.
Oh man, I
Foster's
love
Freeze
that.
corn
Yeah,
burritos.
those are.
I've been craving that for 4 years.
Yeah.
That's the
I don't get them that often, but they're good.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Guilty pleasure movie. Guilty pleasure movie. What's the movie you watched that you were just embarrassed? Talk about
Titanic.
Cody.
That's a guilty pleasure movie. I feel like.
Titanic, yeah.
Yours?
Yeah.
I feel like
You-
nowadays it's
e-
guilty pleasure. For
Everyone
sure.
bags on it.
You like to watch Titanic?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think everyone bags on that movie just because it's like one of the biggest movies ever.
It's a great movie.
It's a good movie. Everyone's just like, I mean, oh my God.
Anytime you're the biggest,
you're facing backlash.
All right, Dylan, you go.
I have been very open about this. Mortal Kombat. That is my guilty pleasure.
You've been
movie.
way too open about it.
Yeah, I know that movie's bad. I'm not gonna sit here and defend it like Titanic. I think Titanic's a good movie. Mortal Kombat, not a good movie, but I love it.
I love the acknowledgement of simultaneous not a good movie, and I love it.
I think you like it more because of the nostalgia behind it.
I'm sure that plays a factor into it. I'm not.
But you legitimately
But
think it's a good cinema.
if you
Well, no,
if you watched it for the first time today, would you like it as much?
Yeah.
This thing's great.
I think, when you combine the nostalgia factor with the idea that there is a connection to the video game, so it's like the video game. So it's if I saw it today and had never seen it before and played the video game, I'd be like, well, that's kind of cool. I guess this is cheesy and stupid, but that was fun. That's just kind of a dumb, fun movie. Like, I don't know, just something about it. And you know what sells it?
The sad part is the video game is much more realistic than the movie now.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, yeah. Well, not the original version, but like the new one's coming out
Right.
today or something. But I think what sells it is the music. The freaking music sells it. It's just got the
Yeah.
coolest soundtrack ever. That theme song is like the coolest theme song ever, and it's so cheesy, but it's like,
Dylan, you already did your music.
dang
guilty
it.
Pleasure. You
Yeah,
wanna
well,
do
that's
another
like
one?
similar to disco. It's very like
Yeah.
techno-ish.
That's the song they play when you were rollerblading at Skating Plus.
my
and you need to get
God,
all
man.
pumped
Yeah,
and you need to go
man.
extra fast.
Yeah.
Well, no, if you ever hear that song, you like the first thing you do is you laugh. You smile to yourself and just go, "This is awesome." Like you would laugh if you heard that. You'd be like, "This is great."
Makes you want to fight.
Yeah, I want to fight somebody. You want to fight?
Yeah, let's go.
I
Spray
think
butter
that
makes
I
me
think
wanna
that
fight.
word is literally just shouted in the middle of that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome song.
All right, Joel and Anissa.
Do you have one?
I mean, offhand, I have a movie that it's not. There's probably a better one that I haven't thought of yet, but one that I always get emotional on.
Oh,
That is just a dumb movie in general. Is,
Click.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Green Mile?
that's a super sad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a good movie.
I think it's pretty good. That's okay.
I don't think so.
And I love it.
Okay.
I don't think so, and I love it.
Do you know what that movie is, Josh?
I've never seen it. I've always we were talking about platforms that you can like stream movies on, and there's been lots of times I don't know what platform it's on. I've like skipped over that thumbnail so
Yeah,
many times.
probably all the platforms because it's just free in general because they're
Yeah.
trying to give it away.
I've almost watched it so many times, but I skip over it every time.
It's. I mean, you watch and you're like, why am I watching this? But towards the end, it just gets me. It gets me every time.
He's
Henry
like
Henry
weeping.
Winkler, I just can't escape him.
Can't escape you.
Pulls on
Can't
the
escape-
heartstrings.
Join the club.
Dang, Fonz.
Yeah.
Getting away from me.
Anissa?
I think I would have to say Disney Channel original movies. Like I know I'm not picking one, but like I just any time one of those puppies came on, like Smart House, Luck of the Irish, I would consume them.
You know, Luck of the Irish.
I remember that. That just like, yeah.
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 Johnny
Wow.
Tsunami.
There was like a Phantom of the Opera one too.
There's so many. I mean, they're all great.
I guess there's one thing that comes to mind, but it's not because I love the movie, but it's because, and I referenced it earlier, I think before we started recording. We all went to a movie one night, and everyone wanted to see Four Brothers. Is that what it was? But yeah. See, they laugh because they know.
Yeah,
Was it Four Brothers?
Four Brothers.
Yeah, Four
Yeah.
Brothers. And
Infamously Four
I,
Brothers.
for whatever reason, saw this trailer. And I thought it was just the coolest thing, the coolest looking movie. And there was like no one in it. And Four Brothers had like famous
And
actors.
Wahlberg. And,
Yeah, like multiple famous,
Yeah.
like it was like a legit good movie. And I saw this movie trailer called A Sound of Thunder.
Oh man.
And I was hooked, and I was like, you guys got to, and everyone we went with that night wanted to see Four Brothers, and I lobbied so hard for A Sound of Thunder that I won, and the whole group went to see this movie, and it was legit. It has to be one of the worst movies ever made in the last 20 years.
It was pretty bad.
Like they're I've looked it up because it was such a it's not a comedy whatsoever in any shape or form, and in the theater that night everyone was laughing. The whole theater was laughing because of the effects and the just horrible plot.
Wasn't like Ben Kingsley in that? Or
He
something?
was.
Yeah, he
but
was.
He was the only known actor in that whole thing. I feel like at the time at least. And since then I've looked it up online, like just reviews of A Sound of Thunder, just because you know it's gonna be torn to pieces. And yeah, it's like I forget the story behind it. Like they like lost funding halfway through the movie, and that's why the effects are like literally 50% done. The effects you can tell aren't finished.
And the movie, I mean, I only saw it that one time because I'm definitely not going to see it again. But it was kind of about like the butterfly effect, right? Like they go back and
It was all about the butterfly effect, and but oh god, but it was taken like literally.
Yeah.
And it starts in the future, and there are these dinosaur tourist trips where these two guides with guns take you back in time, and there is this pathway, this like glass, just shiny pathway that they take through this swamp back in dinosaur times, and these tour guides were supposed to hunt dinosaurs, and the tourists would be on this dinosaur hunt, and someone on this hunt literally stepped on like a butterfly.
Yeah.
And that turns into, now they go back to modern day, and there's all these like tsunamis and all these like weird animals, and the crescendo is this one scene. It's like everything changes with these big waves of change or something. It's like they can see it coming. Like, here's the wave of change, and one of the
It's just loose change.
yeah, just with the quarters. One of the last waves of change turns a modern day human into like, I guess, what we're gonna evolve into, and it's like this weird like gilled fish,
like a fish
human
creature.
thing. Yeah, yes,
But he was like standing up straight, like on the controls, like still
Yes.
acting as a human.
yes, and like effects that wouldn't have been impressive in 1985.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Right.
It's pretty bad. Oh, jeez Louise.
Terrible.
Luke, what's your guilty pleasure?
Mine, I have a couple, and they kind of are in the same vein. My first one probably is Contact.
Oh man, I like that movie.
I love Contact. Like
Yeah.
it is
I do
is
too.
my go-to. Like if I'm home alone and I just have the house to myself, I'll just
Ain't no pants to be
I'll
found.
I'll just snuggle up with a beer and just watch Contact.
So
You know what?
Jodie Foster.
Oh,
You know what the problem is with that movie is it's 95% of that movie is all build up to the last.
100%, and I don't care. I love it.
I care 95% of it.
yeah.
I love that line in that movie is like what's like it like according to the government, like why build one when you can build two for the price of two?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, when you have,
Yeah.
I forget what it is, but yeah. Anyways,
We have
okay,
time for one more.
one more. Okay, here we go. All right, next one is Guilty pleasure, YouTube lookup.
Pass.
Hard pass.
So the video that you looked up that you are just ashamed of, that you love watching, that you just look up all the time.
Wait, YouTube, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Specifically YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's keep it PG, please.
YouTube.
Or PG-13.
All right.
All right, who's going first? I think Cody should go first. Actually, you went first last time. You should go first.
Yeah, you, Josh.
YouTube?
You're on the spot now,
You're on
buddy.
the
What are you gonna
spot.
do?
What am I embarrassed about when it comes to YouTube?
Like, what do you look up all the time? Like,
like-
what is your go-to?
Like, I can't help but look at this.
Okay, I got it. No. All right, I feel like this is it's more of like a what a guy shouldn't be looking up. I'll look up like puppies, kittens.
Just
That's-
what do you
That's
type in?
legitimately surprising
Yeah,
to me.
Yeah, all the time. I called in sick 3 days last week.
Wait, what do you type in exactly? Just puppies?
Puppies getting mauled.
Puppies going to the mall.
Puppies going to the mall shopping for their prom. I type in like puppies loving puppies.
You're such a liar.
Kittens loving some puppies.
Kittens loving lambs.
Dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone, for being real. No, come on. Like when you if you see like odd couple animal buddies.
I still
Oh,
super
yeah.
don't believe
Animals
My
that
God.
animals that
Couple.
should
Wow.
Animal buddies.
Look, until you see a grown horse playing with a kitten puppy,
yeah.
a kitten puppy.
I've seen those.
Kitten puppy?
it's all CG.
Okay, let's go to someone with a real
It'll
answer.
never happen in the real world.
Joel and Anissa.
Wow.
Oh
I
man.
can't follow that.
Odd couple kitten puppies. Puppies. What?
Kitten puppies.
I have all right. So I follow a channel called Yesterworld, and it goes into basically like old rides at like Disneyland or like Universal Studios, and why they don't exist anymore. And it's the most interesting thing I've ever watched in my life.
That's kind of cool.
It'll tell you why rides don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Usually because someone died on them.
Yeah.
That's probably the
Yeah,
case.
I should what?
It's probably because someone died on them. Yeah, some of the time.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
All right,
Yeah,
Anissa.
it depends.
Yeah.
Anissa, what's yours?
My guilty pleasure on YouTube would probably be I look up a lot of like, you guys aren't gonna relate to this, but skincare and like beauty, like makeup tutorials,
I can
like
relate.
all the time.
Girl staff. Girl
Yeah,
staff.
and I watch one and I'm like, oh, that's easy. I'll just do that tomorrow.
Yeah, and,
And then I try.
There's face serums.
Yeah.
You guys know about that?
I tried a whole bunch of stuff recently, and I was like, I'm gonna look so good, and then I had like an allergic reaction.
Dude, all right. So there was a
bad.
period, and this is not too long ago. This is
was
like,
like 2 weeks ago.
2 months ago probably, where we would go to the mall every weekend, and she would go to Sephora and like buy a new face product every time we went there, and she would just be trying all these new things, and eventually she started like getting an allergic reaction to all of this stuff because she was just like
I was
plastering her
piling
face with
on.
it.
I think it's because we're gonna turn 30 this summer, and I'm just like, oh, gotta do
get
something,
ready.
gotta try,
Gotta
Gotta
try.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what you do? You accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take some.
But I
can't
still
believe
watch
it's
those
not
videos.
butter.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, I'm gonna look good. I'll do this tomorrow.
Well, there's one fountain to youth that is universally accepted. It's spray butter.
Yeah.
That's my hope.
Can't believe
Fingers
it's not
crossed.
That'll definitely
Yeah.
bring
I
out
think
the
that's,
youth.
yes.
That's only because the main ingredient's formaldehyde.
Yeah.
I'll glow from the inside out.
All right, Dylan, what's yours?
My guilty pleasure is watching Ellen videos.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love
like
watching
that.
Ellen videos. Like
she's
just
pretty
today, like I'm not kidding. Like
That's a good
Keanu Reeves was on recently.
I watched that
Yep.
one.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
yep.
they were talking about how Sandra Bullock had a crush
Yeah.
him.
I
on
thought
the
he had
speed.
one on her.
And then he said that he's like, I had one on her too, and like they didn't know that, and the whole audience like gasped, and I felt like I gasped too.
We all love
Yeah.
Speed so much.
Yeah.
We're just
Yes.
like,
The
Make
Wildcat.
Speed 3.
yeah, the
Wildcat, yeah.
actually,
Nothing's better than the scare videos on her show, though.
Oh yeah, the scare videos are.
they're
That's
bad.
what I go for. Is every time I see them, I'm like, "Dead
Yep.
thumbnail!
You
I
gotta
gotta
watch it."
I gotta watch this now." And it's just every time it's hilarious. You know it's coming.
Well, and
You're like,
half of the entertainment value in those scare videos is watching how entertained Ellen is.
Right.
just cracking
Like
up a
she
little bit.
can't get enough. She does not do it. She does not do it for her audience. She does it for her.
Oh yeah.
well,
100%.
the thing like, and I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Idiocracy. The one where they basically in the future everyone's super stupid and they're all watching. There's a segment where they're all dumb just watching a show called Ow My Balls, where it's just people getting kicked in the balls constantly.
Right.
Like everybody's so dumbed down that they're just laughing at stupid human behavior. But I feel like that's what I feel like when I watch those videos. I'm just like, they got scared.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's why America's Funniest Home Videos still exists, because it's like it just dumbs it down to
He fell down.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and we all still crack up.
He got hurt and he didn't mean to.
Zoink.
It's like the most basic primal thing, just like
Yeah.
someone getting injured, and you're like, I don't know, something about this is just funny, and Ellen she does it so well.
I feel like girls especially, like, so you guys all are married or have girlfriends, is that in my experience that the times I will make my significant other laugh the most is when I get hurt accidentally.
Yeah.
When you hit her accidentally?
Oh, I would never. That's not accident. That's very intentional.
I honestly didn't hear what you said.
No, sorry.
he gets hurt.
It's no when.
Oh, you
like,
get hurt accidentally.
Yeah. So Joel, is the time that Anissa laughs the most when you accidentally hurt yourself?
Depends
I
how
don't
bad.
I don't know. I feel like I don't.
Maybe it's just a thing about me then. I don't
No,
know.
me too.
I
doesn't
rarely
hurt himself that
I
often.
rarely hurt myself.
You're not as clumsy, I guess.
I do.
Slide
I will
around.
say I laugh at Joel though, on occasion when he doesn't know I'm around, and he
What? Yeah. Enough about guilty pleasures.
he'll be like petting the cats, but he like gets down onto their level, like
Yeah.
Oh no.
like on
Yeah,
all
I love
on
it.
all fours.
Gotta see what they're seeing.
Anissa, you need to cover this with Joel before
Oh
you
my
say it on
God,
a podcast.
it's
No,
hilarious.
she's taken multiple
I've taken
videos.
videos. I'm just like, oh my god, and,
And
I try to like not.
and this is how the conversation goes. I catch her. I say, "Don't send that to anybody." I get a text message from the person she sent it to.
Joel's like, they wake up in the morning. Joel's like, hey, babe, you want some breakfast? All right, I'm going to go make some breakfast. It's like, what, just flies away.
Just crawl on the floor.
Oh man.
All right, Cody, what's your
Ghost.
guilty pleasure for looking up YouTube?
I like bad movies and a lot of bad movies.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
know,
yeah,
on
you do.
YouTube.
That's your thing.
That is
And
your
I
thing.
watch them over and over. Not the whole thing, but I'll go back to them.
What
and
is it
revisit
about
them.
that you enjoy? Is it just like the sense of, I'm so glad I'm not this person?
Yeah, it's just entertaining. It's funny to watch the oblivion of people that do these things, and it's just incredible that I don't know. I'm just glad they exist because it's authentic unawareness of what they're doing,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, it's
I feel
incredible.
like you introduced us all to the room, didn't you? You found that first.
No, Matt did.
Did it?
Yeah,
Are you
Yeah,
sure? 'Cause
yeah,
I feel,
that's
I,
where I first saw it.
Yeah, Matt, I remember he showed us the clip. It was I did not.
Really? I
Oh,
thought
hi,
we
Mark.
introduced Matt
Hi,
to
Mark.
it.
I didn't know.
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
I definitely have breast cancer. Yeah, I remember we saw that. We were cracking up. Like,
The first thing I remember, I think, was I thought Cody saw it first. I feel like Cody showed me the clips the first time, and it was "You're my favorite customer."
you're my favorite
Oh,
customer.
man.
And I was like, and I was like,
Dougie.
wait, what?
Yeah, I think the first time I ever like recognized it was when you brought it up.
Yeah.
And we just watched every bad clip.
Yeah.
There was a couple other ones that you've
Yeah, you found some good
found.
ones.
Oh,
that are
my
just
gosh.
like doozies.
Because he
There's-
spent long hours looking for horrible
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
What was like the bird one?
That's
Birdemic.
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 Yeah.
Oh, that's Birdemic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Birdemic.
No, but we're talking about guilty pleasures.
There's this other podcast. I watch a lot of their reviews. They review bad movies.
That's awesome.
That's what they do. They're called Good Bad or Bad Bad.
Dude, that is genius.
Fantastic.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Tag them. They're
Yes,
amazing.
they deserve it.
Good, bad, or bad.
Good, bad, or
All
bad,
Good, bad, or
bad.
bad.
I love that.
Basically, they review the entire film, and then at the end, they decide whether it's good, bad, or bad. And this guy, Neil Breen, who I have seen all of his movies, is like the another Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
He always gets good, bad, and for good reason. 'Cause it's freaking hilarious.
But he doesn't mean to be hilarious, right?
No, totally unaware.
It's all just like drama.
Totally oblivious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very serious in his mind. Oh gosh, it's pure gold.
What's his name?
Neil Breen.
Neil Breen, and he's the one that makes the movies that this podcast reviews.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He does. They do all movies. Like. pretty much,
But
yeah.
has anything of Neil Breen gotten as big as Tommy Wiseau?
No,
No.
not mainstream at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Tommy Wiseau, like he just kind of like hit it big with the whole.
Well,
like,
his was it's like
disaster
so incredibly
movie
bad.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, and they made a whole movie about his movie. So
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
like-
that's true. I've wanted to see that.
I would say like Neil Breen's are probably in terms of like the acting and the production. It's worse than The Room.
Really.
Yeah.
Oh my
pretty
god.
It's horrible.
Oh my god.
But that's what makes it so good.
Yeah.
Because he's taking it very seriously.
And how many movies has he made?
5. He just did his 5th one.
He just
like
keeps making
last year. He just completed it.
That's the most amazing thing is that not only are you unaware, but when the response comes from people making fun of you, you think
He's got to be aware.
No.
you're so unaware,
Have
you-
you looked him up? If you watch interviews,
I'm not saying his movies are good. I'm saying he's got to be aware of the people who are making fun of him.
well,
But I don't know because he's obviously like super unaware to things that most people are aware of.
I've seen like his he does like videos like interview type things, and like just hearing him speak, I can tell
Okay.
he's just one of those people. He just wouldn't get it if someone sat him down and explained to him why people are laughing. He would
But at least he acknowledges that people are laughing.
yeah, he knows that people are laughing, but
Okay,
he
good.
just says, "Oh, they don't get it."
But
That's the first step.
But that's the same exact thing as Tommy Wiseau. Like, because like when The Room got as big as it got, where it was like he was like on like Fox and Friends or like whatever
Yeah.
like main, and there was a interview. I forget who he was interviewing with. It was a famous person like we'd all recognize, and you could just tell it was the same thing where he was just like, oh, like they don't get it because.
Yeah.
In his mind, he was on this major network television show because his movie is that great. Mm-hmm. Even though the only reason was because people are rolling in the aisles.
Yeah. Yep.
Literally.
Yeah.
They just tripped and fell. A bunch of bananas.
yeah.
All right, Luke, bring us home.
Oh man, I think mine is pretty cliche. I love looking up like
Care Bear?
Care Bear videos. No, like America's Got Talent and like
Yeah.
X Factor stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Where
I
it's
agree.
like people that go out there, you're like, these people, and they nail it, and you're just like, oh my god,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god, I
yeah.
love it. Like,
Yeah.
I love those. I love those
those are-
stupid
those are
videos.
classics.
Me too.
I love them, and videos like that.
Yeah.
They're the best. Anyways,
They're pretty classic. All right. Well, I think we are out of time, but I know that Anissa will tell everybody what they should do.
take us home. And
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Check us out. Check out That Cousin Show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, and iTunes.
Yeah, she got,
got
it.
it.
There you go.
You got it.
There you go. Perfect.
God, if only I can become that happy when I become uncomfortable.
You'll get there one day. But anyway, thank you guys for watching or listening, and we will be back next week for more exciting stuff. Till then, goodbye.